I swear, if Netflix or the CW tries to make like a live action one, I cannot stand for it.
Alexis Sunshine 83, it's always sunny here.
Hey Sunshiners, Alexis Sunshine 83 right here. Hello, hello, happy sunny day. What is up? Today's video is a really exciting video because, give me a sec. It is a collab with the amazing, wonderful Katie from Steal the Spotlight.
Hi, thanks for having me.
Yeah, if you guys don't know who Katie is, honestly, like, her styling videos are absolutely everything. So highly recommend checking out her channel just in general, but then also obviously with this video, which today's video, I was really inspired by Modern Girls and Mina Lee's collab that they did a couple of months ago, where they basically like reimagined what cartoon characters would dress like in like a live action movie or TV show, and I thought it'd be really fun to do something similar with Katie, but instead actually put together the outfits from our closets. And I feel like our style is quite different, so I thought it would be really interesting to see how we both interpret all of these different cartoon characters that we are going to be styling today, which altogether we have 10 different cartoon characters. We're going to be styling 5 on my channel and then 5 on Katie's channel. And yeah, so let's get to styling. Alrighty, so the first cartoon character we are going to be creating, or we've already really created it, is Miranda from As Told by Ginger. And I used to absolutely love this show. It weirdly low-key gives me like an uncomfortable feeling. Like there's something about the animation that like kind of makes me feel uncomfortable. And Miranda is definitely like one of my favorite characters. I feel like, yes, her style is preppy, but she has just like a little bit of sass. So with my outfit, I am to an extent really like recreating this outfit that she had worn already. And with some of these outfits, I tried to take more like inspiration. I know Katie and I both tried to do that and not really make like carbon copies, but I just really loved this outfit of hers. And I have this blue blazer that was actually originally my mom's, and although the blue blazer is a little bit lighter or a little bit more like blue than what Miranda is wearing, I think it still like goes with the outfit, and I try to keep it like very preppy to what she's wearing. And so I have these like gray knee-high socks. I put some loafers because I have no idea what shoes she's wearing in this outfit, and she just seems like a loafers gal. And then just a red kind of mini skirt. I do also have some classic Miranda sunglasses, just because I felt like this photo of her with the glasses, it's like the cherry on top. Like it is her. It is amazing.
Yeah.
I love it.
I feel like, you know, sometimes like the original outfit is just so good, like why steer too far away from it? Like, you know, it works. As soon as I had gotten your photo for this one, I was like, no, I forgot to put my hair up in a ponytail. I was so annoyed at myself. I always forget to do like the little hairstyle bits, but like, yeah, you got it perfectly down. I feel like this one is probably the one where we've gone like the most different interpretation. I think just because we were like taking inspiration from different reference photos. So sometimes in the show she does tend to wear a lot more purple, like purple vest. So I was kind of taking inspo from that. But then there was also another photo where I think they're going on like a ski trip, and she has like this faux fur purple cheetah print coat, and I didn't have a purple one, but I wanted to wear this anyway because I don't know, it just felt like, again, you had like that little bit of sassy, preppy crossover, which I think she does do perfectly. And the same as you, I was like, I have to add on the sunglasses, so that was like my finishing little touch.
I love it. I love it. I like how like with all of her different outfits, you kind of like created this outfit. And I forgot to say, like, purple I feel like is her color, and so I really like how you integrated it actually with doing the different colored purples of the like button up, and then also the like cardigan sweater vest thing you got going on.
Yeah, definitely. I feel like potentially like out of all of the outfits, this is like the closest to my personal style as well. So I feel like this was one of the ones I felt most comfortable with too.
So this next one, funny enough, is actually really similar to what I did with the last one, which is Alex from Totally Spies. And like, I was such a diehard Totally Spies fan. I swear, if Netflix or the CW tries to make like a live action one, I cannot stand for it. The cartoon version is just too good.
Yeah, because yeah, we're the same age, and that was like my absolute favorite show as a kid.
I really loved how they did something that I feel like a lot of cartoons don't do, where they didn't just have like one outfit that they wore all the time. Like their style, not only did they not just like wear their color, but they wore different colors all the time. They wore different styles all of the time, which I ended up, again, kind of making a carbon copy of something that Alex wears in the show, but it's because I had thrifted these pants, these green pants that were literally exactly what she wore, with then this like green sweater vest situation, and I was like, okay, I can't not like recreate this outfit. I promise in the other outfits I don't like carbon copy or anything, but with this it was just way too good not to do. But I did try to take a little bit more of a not professional or chic spin, but not as much as like I'm a 16-year-old going to high school. And it's like you see again the inspiration, but it's not like, oh my god, you're Alex from Totally Spies. It's just like a little bit of a more polished version.
Yeah, no, like as soon as this photo loaded, I was like, yep, I know exactly what picture she's referencing. Like that's spot on. But like you said, it definitely has that more like, yeah, I don't know, not mature, but like sophisticated, elegant sort of vibe to it. With that being said, I went like the opposite direction and went really over the top, cutesy, playful sort of energy. Surprisingly enough, still did like the collared shirt with a vest on top. Unfortunately, I didn't have a sweater vest in blue to match like the reference picture that I was taking inspiration from. So I just did like a tank top over it, and then just like went crazy with the accessories, because one of my favorite things as a kid was that Totally Spies, like all of their accessories turned into a gadget. So I just wanted to like overload with accessories for that reason. You might be like, why is she just like randomly holding a stuffed bunny? But in one particular photo, they have like the little teddy bear bags. So this was like finally my opportunity to whip out my bunny bag.
I honestly, like, I love this outfit so much. Like, if I saw this on Pinterest, I would 100% pin it. Like, I think it is so cute. The next cartoon is Braceface, which when we were like going back and forth with different cartoons, I don't remember if I said Braceface or Katie said Braceface, but regardless, I remember being like, what was Braceface even about? Like, was it just about the fact that she had braces? But we decided to go with doing Maria, which I feel like her style is really different to mine. I don't really wear a lot of like earth tones and like tans and like dark greens, so this was a little bit hard for me to actually create. But with my outfit, I went with this like chunky striped sweater, because in her like main outfit she's wearing a top with stripes, and I was like, she would probably wear this outfit. And then I do have these like tan, you know, they aren't my favorite pants, to be honest. The color is not my favorite, but I think it goes perfectly with what Maria actually wears in the show. And so again, I kind of took a lot of inspiration from her actual outfit with recreating this. Pairing it together, like the colors in my mind don't make sense, but with it being her, like I think it makes sense.
I was jealous of the pants because I don't have anything that color. Like that's definitely very much the color she wears. And I do think like just doing her hairstyle like brings the outfit up a lot for some reason. And definitely yes to the docs. She would totally be a platform docs sort of person.
It's a personality trait, to be honest.
My personality trait is platform Converse, so that's what I did for her. I'm projecting onto her as well. I didn't have any like stripy kind of baggy sweaters or anything, so I tried to stay with like knitwear and just layered 2 different knit tops in these green sort of shades, and then threw on a oversized cardigan to give that baggy sort of feel back to the look. Like you were saying, her color palette wasn't overly inspiring for like what I typically do. I mean, like, look at me and my pastel background. So it definitely was a little bit harder for me to fish something out of my wardrobe that I already had, but I definitely do love wearing these kind of green tones, which she does have in some of her sweater look. But yeah, the beige is a little bit lighter and brighter than like the tans that she kind of wears, but you know, this is just my interpretation, and I think that it does still look like something that in a live action version maybe she would wear in her wardrobe if she was a high school student.
I feel like both of ours exist in the same universe. Like I feel like she would wear your outfit one day and my outfit one day. Like I feel like we both kind of like, even though the shades are, I feel like they're still really similar, like I think she would wear both of these outfits. So I'm gonna give us both the 10 out of 10. Even though we aren't rating any of our outfits, I'm still gonna give this outfit a 10 out of 10. So of course you guys know that like I had to do Rapunzel from the Tangled series. Like that is honestly one of my favorite cartoon series. I always tell John that I wanna like rewatch it. I have a problem. So we decided to recreate Rapunzel obviously, and we were both saying like we both kind of don't like our outfits, and I don't know why, like because the inspiration like it's very cottagecore like aesthetic, and I think originally my idea of what my outfit was going to be would have been a better outfit than what I created, but I did the best that I could. I tried to find like some sort of brown harness or like corset top because I think it would have pulled it better together, although going with the like purple kind of like puff sleeve blouse, it's not super puff sleeve. That's another thing. If it was a little bit more puffy, maybe I would like a little bit better, but I think it still does get across that like I'm Rapunzel, I like purple. This is like Rapunzel is now in 2021 and she's going to work, but like she still wants to stay true to her, which is why I put the like Mary Janes with it, because it reminds me of cottagecore.
Yeah, no, I feel like you can totally see the Rapunzel vibe, and like you said, like she does kind of have that cottagecore element, and even though you didn't go for like the typical cottagecore dress, I think that you can still see that sort of inspiration with like the silhouette of the pants and the puffy sleeve as well. With mine, it's like a little bit darker. I actually originally was gonna do the base as like a white dress with purple flowers on it, and then I was gonna do the corset and the purple top over that, and then I was like, oh, I feel like it's too cottagecore and too like floaty, so I went for this skirt that is definitely a little bit darker, but now I'm like don't love it and kind of wish I went the other way. For some reason it's giving me like a cross between Rapunzel but also almost like Esmeralda from The Hunchback of Notre Dame. I don't know why.
Really love the like corset top that you have. Like I feel like it goes with it perfectly, and there is in the series a part where Rapunzel becomes bad, well like not really bad, she becomes like possessed and everything, so I feel like this outfit is like her darker alter ego. I really like the butterfly clip that you have, has that like nature, you know, inputted in there.
Yeah, I was like, had it all done and I was like, oh, it's missing something. Ah, a butterfly clip, why not?
And then next we have Kimmy from All Grown Up, and I honestly like love Kimmy's style. It's really funky, but it's like dark. She has a lot of purples, she has some plaid in there, and there are a couple outfits that she wears, which again I think is awesome when cartoons do that. It's nice for obviously like inspiration and recreation. So I kind of took two different inspiration, these photos into this outfit, and it's honestly one of my favorite just because I feel like number one, I love layering, and also number two, I just feel like it feels like the most me, minus the hair. I did that because that's kind of how she has her hair in some outfits. But honestly, I was quite surprised that I did like it, and I may try to like recreate the little space buns, kind of what Katie has actually. I need to get more into like hairstyles, but I saw initially this jacket. I think I have shown in a thrift haul recently where I saw this and I was like, yes, like this is gonna be my outfit for Kimmy. So I kind of played off of that. Although the colors again aren't exactly what she wears, I think it still like makes sense to her as a character.
No, I love this outfit, like I'm obsessed, and I feel like we did like do a very similar sort of vibe, especially with like the coat as well, but I think both of our outfits look so good. Like probably my two favorites from like between both of our videos. Like I love these ones, and I think it is because like you said, like Kimmy's style is so fun, so like it was really cool to be able to get inspiration and play around with her sort of styling. I was kind of thinking like in my head, I feel like Kimmy is like definitely like ahead of the fashion trends and everything, and is kind of like probably an avid fan of Fruits magazine, like the Japanese Harajuku style, and I feel like she definitely would be very much about that style. So I kind of tried to take a little bit of inspiration from that sort of vibe as well, which again, it's like similar pieces to yours, but I just like threw in like a little bit of extra mismatch color.
She puts random things together, but like it works, and you're like, I would have never thought to put that together, but like, oh my god, that looks amazing.
Yeah, exactly. I think that's why I was thinking kind of like Fruits mag, because that is like a lot of the styling in that sort of as well. So yeah, I did kind of try and take some of the colors because she had like some greens, some purples, some pinks, and I just like, let's just throw it all in there. I think she might have had brown at one stage, which is where the jacket comes in as well. But this dress is like my favorite dress in my wardrobe. You will probably have to bury me in it. I got it when I was in Japan, and I just think it's so cool. Like, it's very simple because it's just like a slip dress. I think I wore it kind of as a skirt in this situation, but I don't know, just like the color combination of the plaid and then like the bleach splatter across it, I definitely feel like Kimmy would have this in her wardrobe.
I feel like it again is like two like styles that like would exist in the same universe. Alrighty, thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you so much, Katie, also for being on my channel. And of course, if you guys would like to check out the 5 other cartoon characters that we did, then make sure you check out Katie's channel and also obviously subscribe to her. And while you're at it, you can subscribe to me as well right down below. And I will see you guys in my next video. I hope you have a super sunny Sunday. Enjoy life, be happy, and I love you lots. Bye!